Here you are.
Oh, I've lost my pen. No, there you go.
There you go.
It's very, very technical. This is Breakfast with Stephen and Ellie. Good morning on your TV, your radio and online. It's 8:44.
Yes, very good recovery. Now it's time to go through the day's headlines, and going through them with us today is Emma Burnell and former editor of the Daily Star, Dawn Neeson. Very good to see you both this morning. Dawn, we were talking about this story earlier, and it's ageist children.
Yes, this is our children as young as 4 are being ageist to older people. Older people in this story refers to people who are 50 plus, so that only applies to a couple of people around the desk, doesn't it, Stephen?
Actually, it only applies to you.
OK,
Dawn.
all right, you're nearly there. Moot point.
Moot
point.
I'm not 50
months.
for 5 weeks.
Yeah, 5 weeks, exactly.
A year and a month.
Oh, yeah. So it's just you, so old people like you, Dawn.
OK, yeah, thanks, Stephen. All right, remind me in 5 weeks to get back to you on that one. Right, OK. Nearly half of those over the age of 50 have suffered age discrimination in the last year, and this is MPs on the Women and Equalities Committee have been told.
Crazy.
Yeah, no, it's basically, I mean, there are 2 ways of looking at this story. One Emma and I were talking about is that little kids are just very honest. If they will come out with what they see. They see it and they say it, don't they? I mean, sort of like, you know, they will see an older person and they will go, Mummy, why is that person old? Now, that's not being ageist. That's just a little kid seeing and saying what they've seen. On the other hand, older people, especially women, I find here, are portrayed in a certain way. If you think of Disney films, you think of a single older Disney princess. Older women in Disney films are always witches and hags. Don't look at me like that, Stephen.
Well, no, but it's it's a story. It's all about young love and all that sort of thing, isn't it?
Why does
And
it
you're
have to
saying
be?
old people can't find love?
No, but in a fairy tale like that.
I mean, Up was a lovely
Oh, that was
Yes.
lovely.
depiction
That
of
was
older
lovely,
people.
and it was a man. Just saying.
And he loved his wife
The
called
first
Ellie.
10 minutes of Up, nothing makes me cry harder than that. That's so beautiful. Look, I think, yeah, there are, as Dawn said, 2 ways to look at this. I think the problem I have with the 4-year-old thing is that they were asked to draw an older person.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to know what the definition of that was, because they're drawing people with sticks, and then the pushback is, well, but your grandparents are in their 40s. Well, I'm in my 40s. I'm not an older person. I'm a middle-aged person. But there is also very much a bias to youth. I know, because I've been told, that I haven't got jobs because I'm in the wrong age bracket, and they were looking to have a younger voice. And that was 10 years ago. So there are... And there is a kind of a real generational divide. There are good reasons why younger people might feel resentful towards older generations who we do tend to favour in terms of tax breaks and politics and the way that the economy is structured. But I think that the problem with that is that they should be shouting at the way the economy is structured, not shouting at the older people who've benefited from it.
Yeah.
I think the age gap is getting... Everything in this country is getting more divisive, though, isn't it? You can talk about the weather, and that's divisive these days.
Is it just because we're getting older and therefore we notice it more?
Quite possibly.
Very possibly, Stephen. All right, I'm just going to... Can we move on now?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll tell you what I've discovered getting older is that I've suddenly realised, well, not suddenly, over the last 10 years, that my parents were actually right.
Oh, about everything.
Just about.
Oh, mine
I know.
Just about.
And I've actually got to that age. I love my mum to bits, and she's still gorgeous, you know, she's in the mid-80s. And I've actually got to that stage where you're wandering past, like, a shop window or something, and you sort of, like, happen to... And you think, oh, that's my mum. No, it's not. That's me.
Oh, really?
It happens, girls. It happens.
I
think
walk past
for me, I like every now and again I'll see young people wearing something and I'm like, what? Why have you done that to your hair? And then I think, because you did exactly the same thing. And I do try to correct myself in my head and go, you did exactly the same thing at their age, and don't be an idiot about it.
Yeah.
When I'm shopping in town, I always stop at the Skechers shop because the shoes are so comfortable. And I always go in.
You're wearing today?
No, I'm not wearing Skechers, but I always go in and I always think, oh, I'd love to...
It's the oof noise when you stand up. That's what's getting to me. The oof noise.
Oh, God,
And when you sit down.
Yeah. Oh, Ellie, don't tell me you're doing that when you sit down.
Yeah, I'm already doing that.
Ellie's doing that already.
Yeah.
We've got no chance. Wow.
Oh.
The alarms don't help either.
Hey,
these
look,
alarms.
at least we're lucky enough to be getting older.
Yes.
which is
Yeah.
a blessing.
Well said.
Absolutely.
Emma, should we take a look at... should we do this?
Oh, yes, let's.
Yes, let's. TripAdvisor Traveller's Choice Awards. What scooped the top prize again?
Dubai, apparently, which slightly
Milton
baffles
Keynes.
me. Not Milton Keynes. Obviously, that's second. Dubai is the destination travel of choice. I mean, I understand. This is what I do not understand. Look, I have family living in Dubai. My cousin out there, he's a builder. He's raking it in.
I bet he is.
They are building and building and building. It's not a place I'm particularly tempted by, I have to be honest. When I go away, I like to do a city break. I like culture. I like to go and sort of visit ancient... I went to Rome in December, visited, ancient Rome, the cathedrals, everything was wonderful. Dubai, I suppose what it's really good for is a week by the pool. That's what you're buying.
You've got guaranteed weather, but I'd like to go on holiday to a country where I'm not a second-class citizen.
Well, there is that too, absolutely.
Yeah. Does it say why it's scooped number one?
I mean, I think it's just, it's not that expensive for a package holiday. It's within range of people feeling that they want some luxury. It's a very different experience from, rain-drizzled England. Particularly, we didn't have a great summer last year, so I think it probably was...
It sounds exotic, doesn't it?
It sounds exotic. I mean, it's absolutely not for me, but isn't the joy of the world that we all want different things?
We all want it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be for me either, I have to say. Dawn, the biggest spider is getting bigger.
I knew you'd love it.
Have we got pictures of this?
I picked this story just for you. Have we got a picture of it? I can hold it up on here, but it's not going to be that clear.
Oh,
and it doesn't look that big. It's basically,
doesn't it?
It's basically a Sydney funnel web spider. And
funnel webs.
But yes,
deadly,
which are the most deadly spider, one of the most deadly spiders in the world.
Oh, these are just spiders. These aren't funnel webs.
No, they're just spiders.
These are just spiders.
We're now terrified of them watching. Oh my God, that's in my garage. No, it isn't. Believe me. Unless you're watching in Sydney.
It's in my brother's. He lives in Fremantle, just outside Perth. He's got redbacks, which are really, really dangerous.
Yeah. But this particular one is the largest one I've ever found. It measures 7.8 centimetres, and the average funnel web, I've done a lot of research on this,
3.5 inches,
is 1 to 5 centimetres. Yes, absolutely. It's about 3.5 inches, but the average funnel web is roughly the size of your 50p, tinier than that. So 1 to 5 centimetres. And this one is called Hercules. And it's the biggest one they've ever found. And yeah, it was handed in by a member of the public, very, very, very gingerly, I would have thought. On Australia's central coast. So if you are watching anywhere in the UK, it's not in your garage.
You're safe.
It's Australia.
Don't worry.
It's just stuff of nightmares.
That's why I picked this story, because every time I come on here, I love spiders. I used to have a pet spider. I used to have a pet spider. A tarantula, not one of these, obviously. But I know you don't like spiders.
I've never been bothered by them.
It gives me the heebie-jeebies. That's what I was about to say. We're so in sync.
I used to live with 3 arachnophobes, and they would get me up in the night if there was a spider.
And you'd have to deal with it.
They've never bothered me, but mice and rats, that's my big
Oh, you see, I don't mind.
We all have something.
Yeah, I don't mind mice.
I don't like any of them, to be honest.
Like snakes as well.
Yeah, I don't mind
Again, I've
snakes.
not bothered.
No.
I probably wouldn't like to find one in my living room.
One thing which we haven't really got time to talk about a great deal is CES, which is all the new
tech
tech
thing.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's very, very exciting. Reuters have got some footage of drone footage, all phones and TVs and things, but you've picked on some drones.
Drones playing footy, apparently, is the latest thing. My question is, are they going to have VAR?
Well, we've got a clip of this. Let's take a look.
Oh, well, there you go.
I mean, that's not football.
That's not football, that's basketball.
No, it's the thing from Harry Potter.
Oh, Quidditch.
Quidditch, yeah.
Quidditch. Yeah, I can't get excited by that, but show me the new folding phones and rollable phones and flexi phones and rollable...
You're a big tech fan, aren't you?
Oh, love it all. Whereas people playing football with drones...
It's not football, it's not on the ground.
It's not, I mean, maybe it's American football, because they don't use their feet hardly at all in that game.
They really bash into each other.
No, they're calling
don't
it
they?
soccer championship.
Well, there you go. Well, that was not soccer. I hate to tell you.
If you're listening on the radio, it's floating all trying to get through a hole.
Trying to go through a loop, which is literally Quidditch.
It looks like something from Captain Scarlet.
Yes, I remember
back in
Captain
the
Scarlet.
day.
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Ons.
With me, yeah, it does.
Not sure
right.
about that one.
Thank you both. It's been great to see you this morning. Go away.
Thank you.
Here's the weather.